Hello and welcome to Carnage Collector. This is another pickups episode, so it's one of these episodes where I'm in front of the camera. I'm gonna show you some cool things I picked up for the collection and talk a bit about it. So today 90% of this episode is gonna be Japanese stuff. I got ordered from Japan, and also some things that I got gifted. Yeah, and then there's also some non-Japanese stuff, but if you're an anime or manga fan, then you will have a good time hopefully with this video. Yeah, so without further ado, we start with the soundtracks. First I got Silent Mobius, the soundtrack. There are multiple different soundtracks, but I got this one for a very good price, so yeah. There's the Obi, which is cool that it's still there. This is what it looks like on the inside. And then we have the little booklet that I can show you as well. Yeah, something falling out, I think. Let me see. Did it break or is that normal? That is normal because it's a little poster. Look at that. That's cool. I actually forgot it has a poster inside. But yeah, little poster. And then I guess the rest of this is some information on the tracks. Here the singer. It's a pretty cool soundtrack. I still need the anime. Someday I'm gonna get that one too for the collection. I really want to watch it, but for now I got the soundtrack. That's good too. And next we have this Clamp soundtrack. I don't know what it's from, but I got it from the same seller for like $3-4, I think. So I couldn't say no to some retro soundtrack goodness. So I'll show you the thing from the inside. That's what it looks like. So now we have light. Gonna show you that poster again, maybe. This is what the poster looks like. And on the back there's some lyrics. There are some lyrics for the soundtrack. So, and then I guess this is just the paper here. Yeah, this is just the paper. There's nothing inside, but has two artworks. Yeah, so that's the Clamp soundtrack. If any of you know what this is from, please let me know in the comments, because I don't know. Next we have some VHS tapes. Here's an item that is not from Japan, but it's from the US, and it's really cool too. So this was my birthday gift from my wife. She got me this really awesome Gargoyles special VHS. It has the first 4 episodes of the Gargoyles show on it, which are kind of compiled into a movie. But the coolest part about this is that it actually has a board game in it, and also has instructions on the VHS to play it. So it's an interactive board game that only came in the US with this special release, and she found it in very good condition. This was the best condition that was available on eBay, and it's near mint. Like, you can't believe this person, whoever owned this before, took such good care of it. So I'm really happy to have this in the collection because I'm a big Gargoyles fan. I also have some figures of it. Yeah. I still need to own the rest of the series because it's kind of hard to get. But for now I have first part of it and this cool edition with a board game. I'm gonna show it a little bit more from each side. So, yeah. And then for the second VHS tape, this is from Japan again. This is an anime called Carol, and I'm gonna make a video about it in one of my anime collection episodes. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about it. But it's a really cool anime about a girl that gets transported into a fantasy world after a big monster steals all the music from the world. You know? And so she's the chosen one that has to defeat the monster and bring the music back to, to our planet. Yeah. There's a little thing in the VHS too. That's kind of cool that this still exists. Yeah, almost lost something here. No, it's just this little card thing here. Yeah, but Carol, yeah, I've discovered this anime kinda accidentally online, and I wanted to watch it because the character designs looked really cool, and yeah, I watched it, and then I got the VHS, which is also a birthday gift, along with this cool Carol. It's a visual book, right? That's what it says. So here we have the Carol visual book. I'm gonna show you some of the pages. First we have some postcards with some artwork from the anime, some screenshots. One of the first page. I'm gonna flip through it fairly quickly so that it doesn't take too long. But as you can see, here are some screenshots from the anime itself. It's really a nice looking anime. If you haven't seen it yet, you should really watch it. Then we have a making of portion of the book. A few sketches, storyboard sketches. Carol in the theater in Shibuya. And we have more pictures. Some patterns. And here we have some more sketches and illustrations. And then the contents. And some more cool some more cool screenshots from the anime itself. So if that book doesn't make you wanna watch this anime, then I don't know. This gorgeous artwork. And then we have some stuff that advertises the storybook. I think that's the story to read. Then we have the music album, some photographs, the animation film collection. I don't really know what that is about, but here we have the videotape I show. There were even pop-up shops for this anime and the whole tour with musicians. And some shirts and pins, I guess. Yeah. And that's the end. But this is a really cool artifact from that time, and I think it's cool that for an anime that is so unknown here in the Western world, it's cool that I was able to get a whole book for it still, so that is really cool. I really hope one day this gets a release here, so maybe some company wants to pick it up and rescue it. So far the VHS and the Laserdisc are the only ways to watch this, so yeah. Please someone rescue Carol. And now we have some more Japanese things. Now we have some magazines that are picked up fairly cheap. And here we have the Out magazines. First we have from 1987 with some Wings of Honeymice, or however you pronounce it, artwork on the front. Let's flip through this a little bit. These magazines have all kinds of things in it. There's some cool stuff, things that you can buy. There's some Gundam artwork. It tells you about different anime, and there will be also things about figures and manga. Here are some old Gundam model kits. This is really cool. This is like a time capsule from the 80s. I will have to flip through them a little bit faster because I have 4 of them that I want to show here. I don't want to make the video just about these magazines. I'm gonna show the most interesting pages, I guess. Here we have some more Wings of Honeymice. Honeymice? I think that's what you call it. Yeah. Some Saint Seiya. Here's some artworks by readers of this magazine, I guess. Damn, they're so talented. It's really cool. There's some really talented people here. Here we have Dan Cougar, which is also missing in my collection. I want to have that one. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure. I hope someday I can read Japanese better And we have some manga portion in here. Some anime things. And you can always pause the video if you want to look at a certain page in detail. And just flipping through them. There's some cool toys that you can buy, or that you could buy back then. Nowadays they're probably really expensive. Some more manga things. You can tell this thing is from the 80s based on the yellowing of the pages, but I like that. It gives the whole thing character. You know, makes it authentic from that time. So yeah, some music that you can pick up, some soundtracks, video discs. Yeah, those magazines are really good to discover some unknown anime that didn't make it to the West. Here we have number 3 from 1991. Yeah. So this is a bit newer than the last one. This also is already filled with really cool stuff. So yeah. Some Dragon Quest. Still need to own this one. And we have a cool Dragon Quest artwork or poster. I don't think you can take it out, so it's just the artwork. Here we have some Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, of course. This looks cool. This is Patlabor. Good old Patlabor in here. I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. To me, every anime thing from the 80s and 90s looks cool. Here we have, I think, the Samurai Pizza Cats. Here we have Nadia. Secret of Blue Water. I still need to pick up the Blu-ray. Here we have Psychic Wars down here. Showed this here as well. Pixar. Yeah. As you can see, there's a bit more colored pages than in the previous one. Interview. Some manga panels, I think. Some Gundam. Some Record of Lodoss War, also really good anime. I don't know what that is. Probably a live action show. Some gorgeous artwork again by other readers of this magazine. Then this anime was so interesting. I never heard of this before. It's apparently one that didn't come out outside of Japan. So I will have to hunt this one. Yeah, but I would like to have a VHS of that, or make my own subtitled DVD of it. Here we have some ad for the Game Boy. Here we have some, I don't know what that is. Some things, mangas maybe, I don't know. Some more anime things. Oh, look at that. some Ultraman and Kamen Rider, like some cool masked superheroes. Some more manga panels, I think. There we have Dream Hunter Rem. And we have, I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. There are other issues of the magazine. Yeah. Really cool. And we have one from January 1989. It's the first issue of this year, I guess. Yeah. So I think they came out monthly. Yeah. And we have a little bit of freeze here. Have to straighten it out. Yeah. Here we have Samurai Troopers, also animated. I still need in the collection. Someday I will be hopefully lucky enough to find it for a good price. More Samurai Troopers. Those creases are annoying. Yeah. But I picked these magazines up for like $3 a piece, so yeah. And from Germany actually, it was a German seller, so I didn't have to pay much shipping and no import, no customs. Some really cool pages. A lot of things to discover here. And there's a little story in here. Some Samurai Trooper art, some other things. Yeah. Roger Rabbit. It's kinda cool that they have a making of Roger Rabbit in here. More Gundam. It seems that in each of those magazines I found some Gundam so far. Here we have something really cool that Corey likes. Here's Vampire Hunter D advertisement. That is really cool. I love Vampire Hunter D. There's some Roger Rabbit manga style. That's really cool. Roger and Jessica Rabbit, the best couple. A little like fan fiction of Roger Rabbit. I don't know. I wish I could read it, but with the phone I might be able to translate it and read all of this. Thankfully, like technology gets better and better so that we can translate things. somewhat accurately. Well, yeah. More toys to buy. Really cool. Now the last issue. Some Gundam stuff. Don't worry, there will be more in this video. It's not just the magazine. I wanted to show you the magazines. So it's, you know, the video is a bit longer this time, and this portion is a bit long, but also, when do you get to see this on YouTube? Not very often, I reckon. So yeah, I hope this makes at least one of you guys out there happy to see some of the stuff. And you can always hunt for those magazines yourself. I'm pretty sure you can still get them on Japanese websites. Just got lucky that someone in the same country sold some. The guy also had more. I had more of them in my shopping cart, but they got removed. So I think someone else bought the other ones. And the seller kind of split it. That I get half of them and the other person gets half of them. But I'm happy to have 4 of these cool magazines. So here's some more Dragon Ball Z. Well, it's really cool. I do like Dragon Ball. Like, I like it. It was like one of the first anime I ever watched as a kid. I do own the Dragon Ball Z box sets, but I never showed them here on the channel because it's too many box sets, and yeah, that would get kind of boring, and they're also in a different room, so would have to dig them out. But yeah, I even own some Dragon Ball Z VHSs still. Also haven't showed, I think. They're my first animes I ever had. Yeah. And here we have some more of these screen pages with advertisement for Gundam SD figures. And I still don't know what that is. Maybe different mangas, fan art. I don't really know. Wait a minute. Have to point that out. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, Gundam, Stardust Memory, Patlabor, some other issues again, and that's it. So, now you've seen the magazines, hopefully. Right now I haven't shot that footage yet, but I hope by now you have seen it. Next we have Shuten Dochi, the visual book OVA film story and characters. So it's a little book for the Shuten Dochi OVA by Gonagai, which I covered, I think, on the last episode of Anime Pickups. So I was able to get this cool little book I'm gonna show you more in detail right now. And here we have the Shuten Dochi OAV film story and characters book. I got this from Japan for a good price, and also it was the only one available, so I don't know how rare this is, but to me it seems kinda rare. Unfortunately, the first page has a little bit of water damage from the previous owner, but yeah, other than that it's in perfect condition. The other pages are just fine. We have some screenshots from the OVA. And we have some artwork by Go Nagai, who is the mangaka behind the mangas that this OVA is based on. I also think Shuten Dochi is like already a tale in Japan, because there are multiple characters in different media that I've seen that have the same name. So I think this is just Go Nagai's take on a already existing story over there. You know a bit more about it. But yeah, if you know about the original story, you can tell me in the comments below. There's some more things, probably some things I will have to blur, but yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, Go Nagai's art style is really beautiful. Like I hope I can get the manga sometime from this. But the OVA is really cool. I showed you that one in the last anime update episode. So yeah, and this is the book for it. There's some cool sketches, and that's the end of the book already. Now I have another art book for Bride of Daimos. And here we have the Bride of Daimos art book, which is a hardcover art book to one of my favorite anime and mangas. I don't have the mangas yet, but I really love the anime OVA. So if you haven't seen Bride of Daimos yet, you should really watch it. This little art book has some illustrations, which you can see here. And then later on it will also have a manga portion, which I'm not sure if that is like just something from the mangas or if that is an exclusive chapter for this little art book here. They use this artwork also on the vinyl on the back. I think I showed the vinyl here before, because I have that too, because it has a beautiful soundtrack. I don't know what this is. Maybe the volumes of the manga, I'm not sure. But here we have the chapter of the temporal. I think this is maybe a... well, no, this is more artwork first. Some really beautiful art. I really like this art style, and yeah, I really need to pick up the mangas as well, because the OVA is fairly short. Here's the beginning of the manga. I guess this is a extra chapter. I'm gonna flip through that a little bit quicker so you don't get spoiled too much if you're someone that read the mangas and hasn't read that part yet. Yeah. Yeah, so this was the Bride of Daimos art book. And now I have some things that I got from Dave a while back, but I haven't shown them yet on the channel because I forgot to show them. So we're gonna do that now. And let's start with Gundam The Origin, the manga. Yeah. This is the first volume of the Gundam The Origin manga. It was released by Manga Cult, and there are more volumes. So after I read this one, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pick up the other ones too, because you can't have enough Gundam stuff. Gundam is really cool, so yeah. I haven't shown my Gundams yet here on this channel, but I have a couple. And I've also seen a couple of the shows and stuff. Yeah. I still need to own all the series and OVAs and movies and stuff. But someday I will have them as well. Yeah. And then we have, also from Dave, we have these cool Ken Ishikawa mangas. I don't know from the top of my head what they are called, but they're from Ken Ishikawa, and that is really cool. Like, Ken Ishikawa is definitely a mangaka you should check out. Yeah. I covered some things here before from him, mostly Getter Robo. I don't know if I covered it here, but I think I covered the VHS tapes from Kyomu Senshi. Yeah, I think I did that here already. If not, I have to cover them, but they're down there somewhere. But yeah, Ken Ishikawa made really cool things like Kyomu Senshi, or Getter Robo, or Machu Sensen, which you can see on Dave's channel. And here are two other mangas from him. Yeah, so that is really cool. I still have to read them. They're in Japanese, so I'm gonna have to go and translate them with the phone. But I can show you some artworks in the manga. So you can see for yourself. As you can see, the art style is like similar to Go Nagai's art style. That is because they also work together on things like Getter Robo. So yeah, but in my opinion, Ken Ishikawa is still, you can still see his art style, because like there are some differences in it. So you can still tell them apart. But yeah, They kind of go hand in hand. If you like Go Nagai, you definitely have to check out Ken Ishikawa's stuff too. Yeah. Next we have a little teaser for the upcoming anime update episode. Here are some Osamu Tezuka goodies that I picked up. There are like 6 different anime on here that I don't know the names of. I only know this one is called The Green Cat. This was really cool. It's about a cat that is really an alien. Yeah, that is like kind of not mind controlling, but it's like controlling a boy that starts doing dumb shit because the cat tells him to. And the cat makes anyone super lucky that is with her. So the guy has the cat and gets super lucky, gets rich and all that, but yeah, there are some bad things happening too. And this cat is definitely not a nice cat, and it's also an alien. But there's like a different anime on there, and I got them, fairly cheap, imported. I originally only wanted the Green Cat one, but you can't go wrong with Osamu Tezuka stuff, and also the pictures look really cool, so I think I did well with picking them up. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you more about these in an upcoming anime episode where I go more into detail. And here we have the last item for the day. The Grandizer Collector's Edition for the new Grandizer game on the Switch. There we have some pins. You already seen the figure. Here is a keychain, the game of course, and the art book with illustrations from the game. And here we have the box, a little booklet with an interview with Go Nagai, and a golden ticket that I don't know where it's for, but I don't know where you can go with that ticket, but it's a golden ticket. Then a lenticular art print, a steelbook, and some art cards. And then the sleeve that goes over the whole box, and a poster at the bottom. And here we have a quick flip through the art book that came with the collector's edition. There's some Grandizer artworks from the games and sketches. Yeah, I'm not going to flip through every single page because I did that enough with the previous things, so I don't want to bore you too much. But yeah, here's some cool artworks for Grandizer. And yeah, the game is really cool so far. And now we flip through the other little book that had the interview with Go Nagai and also a couple of sketches. So yeah, here you have some more Grandizer artwork. And here is that interview. It's pretty interesting. Also, something sucky happened when he arrived. The figure was actually broken. The hands were detached, the spikes were broken off, so was a little piece of a cable. It's not supposed to be like that. He's supposed to be whole, and the base is supposed to be a separate thing. But mine came broken, so I had to glue it. That kinda sucked, but I still thought it was a good deal for the money that I paid, and yeah, so I thought I'd glue him, and yeah. Also, I forgot to film an outro, so I hope you enjoyed the things I showed you today. that's the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I see you on the next episode. Bye.